Sounding well. Hello and welcome to the review segment of Daybreak Nigeria, coming to you live on television Nigerian, and we are broadcasting right here at Uzapi, Asukuru Extension, FCT, Nigeria. My name is Inten, and I have two wonderful ladies with me in the house to take a look at all of the papers that are available for us this morning. Have blessing and prayer. Good morning.
Good morning, Inten.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And of course, there is Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
All right, good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
Okay, we have a lot of papers. I have the Punch newspaper, and I also have the Sun newspaper also.
I have Vanguard newspaper and also Sporting Life.
I have here with me The Nation and Daily Trust.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Punch newspaper this morning, and the leading headline there: primaries, APC bows to governors, says states free to opt for any method. Ogun, Imo, Kaduna, Bauchi choose indirect primaries. I have no anointed candidate, says Ajimobi. And just above the name flag, Benue gets 14.9 billion naira Paris Club refund to pay workers. That story is on page 10. And just below that, as you can see on the screen, President in post-store meeting with Ambode. Lagos is at peace, says Oshomole. Find that story on page 2. And just after that, Lagos leads as Nigeria's foreign debt hits $22 billion. That story is on page 23. Rescue Lear others before it's late, can NLC says, and that story is on page 41. Coming down, we have more stories. Oshun, INEC distributes election materials amid tight security. Death of that story is on page 9. Death of students others not COVID related, says AAU. That's on page 5. Bauchi APC crisis, 2 governorship aspirants demand direct primaries. Find that story on page 41. And Shiites hold procession in Abuja, paralyzed vehicular movement on page 8. 2019, Buhari formally reappoints Amechi as campaign director general. That story is on page 12. Boko Haram attacks 3 villages, kills 6. Man commits suicide, injures. Find it also on page 8. And Sambo heads panel to screen Saraki, Atiku, others. Momora, Namani, Yerima to lead APC screening committees. Those stories are on page 11 and 12. Well, those are all the stories trending this morning on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And the picture story we have there is that of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Governor Willoughby of Anambra State, and Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, on their way to visit people affected by flood in Otuocha, Anambra State, and that happened yesterday. So those are all the stories this morning on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Which of the stories strikes you? Let me start with Blessing.
The one that really strikes me is the Shiite movement.
Okay, yesterday.
Whole thing yesterday that stopped
vehicular movement in Abuja.
It wasn't really a good sight to see. People were
Absolutely.
stranded and all of that.
Movement was stopped in a lot of places.
Businesses, everything was just at approach. So we hope that the agencies are doing something about it to see what we can do to ease our movement
in the city center. Absolutely. Okay. What was the one that struck you?
Okay, the one of Benue.
Okay, getting 14.9
billion
naira
club.
to pay workers specifically.
To pay workers, I just hope that is true, because the situation is not very nice in Benue out there. Every day you see them complaining about salaries. If it's true that 80% is budgeted to pay salaries, that would be a very good idea.
And I understand. I know that you have a direct link with Benue.
I do, because when you go out there, sometimes you go to Benue, you give somebody 500 naira, and the person is so happy. You'll be wondering what is happening.
Absolutely.
It shows the situation is really
pathetic. So they have to do something about it. We just hope that is true, though.
All right. So we move to the next paper, and that's for Blessing.
We have Vanguard. On the front of Vanguard this morning, we have Oshomole bows to governors on indirect primaries. And then we can also see Atiku inaugurates 60-man presidential nomination council. That story is on page 8. Ambodino embattled, says Oshomole as APC governors rally in support. You find that story on page 40 of the Vanguard newspaper. And then 2019 elections threatened unless by Pandiv, Afenifere, Ohaneze, Middlebelt, Netel, Buhari. You find that story on page 12. And Communications Minister Shitu in NYSC in Broadview. You find that story also on page 40 of the Vanguard newspaper. And then we also have flood states, like 12 states underwater. Oshibanjo raises alarm. You find that on page 37. And then you will have a picture story that says Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo, Governor Willie Obiano, and Senator Chris Ngige in a canoe assessing flooded parts of Anambra West local government area of the state yesterday. You know, so we can see the striking thing. I mean, Mr. Anten, what do you have to say? But before you say something, the Italian court sentences Nigerian others to jail in $1.3 billion Malabo oil deal.
Wow.
You find that story on page 12. So,
amazing, yeah.
So what has really got into you?
A whole lot of stories to talk about. But when you see the one that said Nigeria's foreign debt rises to, you know, $22.1 billion.
Wow, what are they collecting the monies for?
Yeah, it's
from
amazing.
17 to 22.
That's amazing.
It's amazing how much we are borrowing money every day. And what are those things that they have done with all of these monies? I'm yet to see. I'm just being honest to myself. You know, because we would have heard that, okay, the long road has been constructed and stuff like that. But I just hope that at the end of the day, we'll be able to manage that.
And they are still borrowing, of course.
Yeah, they're still borrowing. But I just hope that we'll become a borrowed state.
Exactly. The whole loan and everything was sitting from everywhere.
I just find it very interesting because the king in the party right now among the APC is Oshomole.
Yeah.
Everything that you say in the news concerning APC now is Oshomole.
He's like the root holding the tree.
Absolutely.
He's the root.
And also another story that struck me was the one of Ambode. You know, I don't know why Ambode has fallen out with Tinubu. You know, the Jagaban of Lagos and all of that. Now they don't want to give him a second term ticket, and he has been running around begging and all of that.
You know, Ambode seems to be a very loyal.
And so far, when you go to Lagos, I've seen that he's done so well for Lagos.
So people are surprised why, you know, they don't want to give him a second term ticket.
But we'll find out. We'll definitely find out.
Okay, let's move on to the next paper, and that's from Sandra.
Okay, now let's go to the Nation. The news making headline on the page on the Nation now is on presidency lashes desperate Saraki for attacking Buhari. Down below that story, we have Buhari's lacks vision, capacity to lead. Saraki crude
and dangerous
and very dangerous. That is what they say on and we still have below that story, we still have on Dogara announces exit from APC. We've been expecting that since earlier. It rather came late though.
Yeah, because
for me, I saw it coming.
We saw it coming a
long time ago. Shared march for Azazaki in Abuja can urge federal government to rescue their Shaibu. That is, you will find that story on page 7 of the Nation. Buhari names Amechi campaign coordinator. Wow. Of course, you know, because he did a very good job.
He did it
in 2015. You know, Amechi is a go-getter.
Absolutely.
You know,
I have one other story here that is striking to me because I don't know how this story, why there's controversy here. Okay. Oshun, confusion in SDP, ADP, ADC over alliance. What is the confusion there? Do they want to change their name to a particular party? They should combine it now. You can choose S from here, A from there, D from there. Then you write SAD.
Okay, but I just think it's just about, you know, forming an alliance to take out APC in government, you know, and all of that. So people are saying there's an alliance. They are saying they are not. They are all fielding different candidates for the election come Saturday. So I just think that they should come together and do what's necessary for them to. If it's about removing APC, fine, and all of that. But for me, the story that actually strikes me is the one of Dogara, you know, announcing his exit from the APC. You know, we had already foresaw, or we foresaw it coming. We saw it coming that he was going to leave, but it took so long. Yesterday when he went to submit his nomination form, we saw the crowd that followed him, and it's the first time where we see an opposition party having the Senate president and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, while the ruling party is different. It
when
doesn't tell well for the APC.
When I saw the story, I was like, he's still in the APC.
Of course, he was still there.
I thought he had left since, because I saw it coming.
Another story on the nation that really struck me is the fact that the president lashed Saraki for being
in the race to become president.
Now, I don't see that just as lashing. I see that as somebody that is attacking somebody that wants to be that person.
Is there some, maybe there's fear underneath?
There's fear underneath. Like Saraki really has that strength.
Absolutely. Okay, it's still the Daybreak Show, and we're on the paper review. We're going to take a very short break, and when we come back, the rest of the papers will bring them to you. Don't go away. Welcome to Living Treasures Academy. Enjoy a conducive and serene learning environment. Qualified and experienced teachers. Equipped computer laboratory and library. Secured atmosphere. Extracurricular activities. Yeah, but it's fair so that you know what is
all-embracing curriculum for total development of the child. Comprehensive education for leadership. Join us today from crèche to secondary levels. Living Treasures Academy, committed to excellence.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Daybreak Show, coming to you live on television Nigerian, and we are on the newspaper segment. And just before the break, we had already taken the Punch newspaper, The Nation, and of course Vanguard. So we move ahead now. I have the Daily Sun with me, and the banner headline on the Daily Sun: 2019 APC bows to governors, makes U-turn on indirect primaries. That's on page 6, and on the top right corner of the paper, rift with Tinubu, Ambode seeks Buhari's intervention. Resist your godfather, Rivers governor tells Lagos counterpart. That's on page 6 and page 8. And down the name flag, surveillance on campaign finances, witch hunt of opposition, says Wike. Wike is the governor of Rivers State, and that story is on page 6 also. And flooding, Osibanjo storms Anambra Delta, on page 40. On the foreign scene, on that story, on that paper rather, Italian court jails Nigerian, another involved in Malabo deal. That's on page 2. And the picture story on that paper, as you can see, is the members of Islamic Movement of Nigeria, IMN, during a protest to mark Ashura Day in Abuja. And that happened yesterday. And on the back page, the next president Nigeria needs. That's an opinion paper you should read to find out the next president that Nigeria needs. Well, those are the stories on the front page of the Daily Sun this morning. What do you think of any of the stories, Blessing?
The rift with Tinubu, Ambode, and seeking Buhari's intervention.
I just think they should just allow the young man to do his second term. I don't know. He looks like a perfect gentleman to me.
He's loyal. He looks loyal. He's gentle. You know, when you meet Ambode one-on-one, you know that he's really
and he's been doing a good job in Lagos.
He's been doing a good job in Lagos, if you ask me. He has done so well, you know, in Lagos. So I don't know why why is Tinubu always in the rift with this governor?
He just has to put in someone who is loyal to him. I think maybe he's feeling Ambode might not be loyal, no longer loyal, or maybe he will not be loyal second term or something. Who knows?
And when you go to Lagos, you see the changes, you'll be very happy.
Definitely.
There are some places you go to Lagos, you will not believe this is Lagos. Because the last time I went to Lagos, you know the place they call Oshodi.
Yeah.
I went there, I didn't know. I was asking my sister that, have we reached Oshodi? She said, we've passed Oshodi. I said, this is nice.
Well, it goes to show that Ambode is doing a good job.
Yeah. He's doing a very good job.
Let's move to the next page.
And another thing about this primary, direct and indirect primaries,
it's also causing a problem in the party.
Honestly, is a cause of concern. What is this thing about indirect that all governors have decided that is the indirect primary
that they want? I think it's what is going to favor them.
How is it going to favor them to rig, or what do they want to do with that indirect primaries?
The thing is, when they know that if you say direct primary, sit down straight, know that this person is queued behind this person, you won't be able to influence it and all of that. But if you change the order, you can manipulate
So is that the reason why they decided that this time around, when you are going to vote, you keep your gadgets at home, you keep your phones and all that?
If you go there, it's a story for another day. Absolutely. Okay, so you have the next paper.
Okay, let's go to Daily Trust. The striking story on Daily Trust is APC in last-minute effort to amend the 15 states. Okay. And we have another Buhari minister posted for skipping NYC risk jail term. National carrier will cost $8 billion in 10 years, and airline operators. Go down below that story, we see Nigeria now prone to major earthquake. Security beefed up at INEC. CBN offices in Oshobo. I left APC because they have failed. They have failed Nigerians.
Okay, that's from Dugara. Okay, those are the stories you have on the front page.
These are the stories here. So the striking one here for me is
the same, the Dugara.
Yes.
It's striking because he was in APC before now. So he was there. Okay, he has done so well for his constituents.
Absolutely. And he has done well to hold in the house.
So he can actually boast of that.
What kept him on the fence for this long?
I think it is
change. He wanted a different change.
It is now that he's bold enough to come out.
Yes, he wanted a different change from the change he was seeing.
Well, for me, they say another Buhari minister busted for skipping NYSC, risk jail term. Femi Adeosun's own has come to pass, just resigned her appointment and all of that. Now there's another story of another minister who skipped NYSC and may risk a jail term. I think that before someone is appointed minister, the screening should be more rigorous. Confirm all of these things so that you don't subject people to embarrassing situations like that. Imagine that the Minister of Finance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria did not do or forged NYSC. It doesn't tell well on the image of the country. So whoever is screening them, National Assembly and every other person, be more judicious and rigorous and careful in the screening. Let's know. Find out whatever this person does not have and keep them where they are so that I don't bring it to limelight and then embarrass them as it were.
And you also know that the falsification of documents is more like it's common in the country.
In the country, yeah.
So we need to do something to curb that out seriously because it's becoming really, really embarrassing. That's what we said, like you have to go through thorough screening.
Most time, it's common among our lawmakers.
That's
another
thing altogether. But I just think that like we all said, let's be more careful so that we don't subject people to those kind of embarrassing situations. Alright, so we're going to the last one now. That's sports.
Yeah.
And it's fair enough, you do sports too. That's my constituency.
Sporting live. Wahala in Bafana's camp. Safa coach Baxter disagree. You find that on page 5 on Sporting Live. And then hat-trick Fitch or Musa Tank's teammate. You find that story on page 7 on Sporting Live. And then FIFA congratulates Amaju Pinnick for being NFF president
for the second time.
For the second time,
that one very
so
well.
That's really interesting. And then you have on page 4 Joshua boasts of elite condition. We hope he's playing with Alexander Povetkin. We hope he'll win that match. So and then we have France player lobby candidate to join PSG. You find that on the back page of Sporting Life. Then we have Ronaldo's red card to be reviewed by UEFA next week. I don't know if you watched that match.
That red card
against Valencia. He really felt bad. For me, that red card was not supposed to be awarded at all because that was a minor, offense. But Well, that's
what they're saying. They're going to review
it
next
we'll
week.
see what happens after the
when
review.
they review it, what will happen?
Probably he's supposed to have a one-match ban.
Exactly.
But if it is reviewed, I'm sure they will remove the ban on the next match and would allow him to play.
And then Nigeria jumps to 48 in FIFA ranking.
That's amazing.
And then they rises in one place now fifth in Africa. That's behind Tunisia.
Well, that's
really great.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Thumbs up to them.
thumbs up. Then Aubameyang scores brace. Iwobi Dazzle's plays for 70 minutes. Wow. And then on top of the Sporting Live, you see Moses sits on the bench. That's amazing.
Right.
Moses sitting on the bench fails to add to 9 minutes game time.
Did they want to bring down his career?
Wow, so
sure
Why would they bench him?
So that's all we have on Sporting Live today.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I just think that the story of the Amaju Pinnick's re-election, for me, strikes me because there has been a lot of controversy surrounding that election. So the court has ruled not once, not twice, but finally they have laid it to rest.
Exactly.
The court ruled in his favor. Elections have been held, and he has won. I'm sure convincingly. And if FIFA has congratulated him, it means the result has been accepted.
They sent delegation. They
definitely
sent people to come and
monitor the elections. So for me, it's fine. And then Nigeria moving again one step forward in Africa, 5th position behind Tunisia. That's fair enough. 48th in the world. We're doing good. That's nice.
We're doing good.
All right.
So that's all we have on Sporting Live.
All right, and that will be it for the paper review for today. Definitely, we'll be back on Monday when we have fresh stories that will make the weekend, and we'll bring them to you on Television Nigerian. It's been nice having you. My name is Nten Ekbang. I'll see you again on Monday.
I am Blessing Aquara. See you again next week.
And I am Sandra Guana. See you next week. Bye.
Until Monday, keep watching Television Nigerian. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice job, guys. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Prince David Adetunji Ade, known as I am a lawyer and energy specialist. And I am also running for the House of Representatives for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency under Young Progressive Party YPP. One of the fundamental reasons I choose to serve as the people representative is to seek ways to create job and employment for FCT indigents and residents. Nigeria has a very young population, educated, skillful, and hardworking. However, what is lacking is jobs and opportunities for these young people. No wonder they flock in their droves to developed countries in search of greener pasture. And the ones that are left behind are searching endlessly on the street for jobs that are not there. So here is what I'm going to do if voted in. I will put forward a job creation bill that will seek to create industrial zone within FCT. This industrial zone will have inbuilt infrastructures with already built-in infrastructures for would-be investors or job creators of minimum of 100 jobs. This bill will give tax incentives and other tax holidays to incentivize these job creators. We would set up cooperative community banks within the community that would give small startup loans for small businesses as non-securitized or collateralized at very small interest rate. So you see, election matters and your vote count. Please vote YPP, vote Prince David Adetunji Adeyeye for House of Reps come Saturday 16 February 2019. Thank you.
Young Progressive Party. Service to the people.